Hi there, this is Alfie Whattam. I'm a tech recruiter in London and the host of the London Tech Talks podcast, where I speak to different digital and technology leaders across London and the surrounding areas. Today I'm speaking to Moustafa about a few different things. Thanks for joining us. Could you just give us a little bit of a context into who you are and your work?
Yes, absolutely, Alfie. Thank you, and I do appreciate the invite. My name is Moustafa Bounasser. I am currently the Chief Technology Officer at Invenica, where I'm using or trying to use 14 years of experience in large consultancies and small startups to help our clients in industries like financial services, media and telecom, and commodity and trading to differentiate and innovate. And the way we help our clients is through the deployment of highly skilled consultants that have long experience delivering technology and digital outcome and transformation strategies and execution, whether the goal is to reduce cost, improve efficiencies, or investigate new areas of revenue, or in some cases, explore the realm of possibilities with emerging technologies such as machine learning, Internet of Things, or distributed ledger technology. I'm also heavily involved in the discovery and creation of our own innovative products and platforms that we aim to launch to the market in form of SaaS or PaaS offering. In fact, two of these products have already been launched. One is called Disrupt CX, which is a platform that aims to optimize contact centers. The other one is a sales recommendation engine, and we are currently working on probably one of the biggest initiatives I worked on in my life, which is the creation of a global independent commodity trading platform.
Brilliant. All right. Thanks for that snippet and intro. So obviously we're filming this during lockdown, or just as we're coming out of it. What's your lockdown experience like?
Well, I would say business-wise, I think we are lucky to be in the IT sector. We are used to work remotely from different locations, including home. And the fact that the industry itself is relying on resourcing model nearshore and offshore, where our clients and ourselves have invested a lot of effort in digital and online ways of working remotely with co-located agile teams, it makes it easier. And that makes the impact on our day-to-day operations very little. In fact, several of our teams are actually performing better now in lockdown and meeting their targets compared to when they used to have to commute to work locations. I think the only negative impact we have seen is in regards to some of the industries where we have clients like travel and hospitality and retail who are going through some tough times, which make it difficult for them to innovate or put any budget around creating new products and services. So that's the only struggle for the business. Although I would say that personally, the impact is very minimal, as I used to be a consultant before, and I used to work from different locations. I do miss traveling though, and social interactions, because a lot of engagements that we get with our clients is through face-to-face conversations, which is very difficult. However, I would say I have talked to more people during the lockdown, as a lot of industry leaders are available virtually these days because they are working from home. So in terms of engagements about new innovative initiatives or products, we have a lot of talks. We're just waiting to get back to action so we can concretize some of these thoughts into projects and products.
Absolutely. And I completely second what you mentioned around productivity going up. In many areas, not having to commute just means that you have more energy and obviously more time to be able to focus on the work at hand. It was also a really good point you made around being able to get hold of people a little bit easier. I'm finding that in terms of scheduling meetings and that sort of thing, when you're phoning people, they're not running into a meeting or they're not going to this conference chat or whatever, and people have a little bit more time to speak to you sort of during the day, which is obviously a nice benefit. Um, Now, a lot of the people, Moustafa, that watch these videos are quite new to the industry, IT graduates, that sort of thing. Have you got any advice for those people that are just starting in their tech journeys?
Sure, but I think the first advice that pops into my mind is to come up with a mindset that challenges the status quo. I do believe within IT and many other industries that we need more people that think outside of the box, think about innovation and how the future looks like, especially in some areas where the leadership is quite old and are used to a different approach to things like innovation. Um, so yeah, I think coming to IT with a different mindset and with different way to think is probably very appreciated. I think second advice would be nobody wants to hire a robot.
Yeah.
So as a graduate, you probably need to loosen up a little bit, and there is no need to be stiff. The more comfortable you are is means that the more likely you will perform better. Um, and it's something that we find, especially during interviews and when you start collaborating on projects with graduates, where there's a lack of communication or people shy away from problems or just wait for instructions. I think it's more likely to be appreciated by your management team if you take the initiative and be hands-on. Um, if you don't mind, I would give last advice
Go
is
for
to
it.
have passion
Yeah.
for what you do. uh, IT as an industry is very broad, and you have different areas where you can be doing tedious IT automation tasks to exciting robotics or AI projects. I don't think you will always be doing exciting things. And certainly when it comes to big projects, there's always requirement for lame or tedious integration with the enterprise legacy systems, documentation, and basic boring tasks. So you have to keep the balance between uh, innovation and doing something that is exciting and actually doing something that works for the business.
Mm. Yeah, no, absolutely. I completely agree, especially around the idea of soft skills being just as important as the technical skills, because obviously, nobody wants to hire robots. People want to hire people. Brilliant. Well, looking into the future then, just to finish off, are there any cutting edge technologies which you are passionate about, which you think will have a big impact on the world? And you mentioned a moment ago machine learning and Internet of Things, but it could be that, it could be something else. But what ideas do you have around this area?
Well, to be honest, I work in an environment where technologies like blockchain or machine learning are no longer cutting edge. For us, they're bleeding edge. We actually are doing scaled projects for our clients using these technologies. Uh, Personally, I'm excited about quantum computers, although it's a technology that won't be available commercially anytime soon, but its potential is great, from reinforcing AI capabilities to a new generation of cloud computing. I do believe that it will open the door to higher performances and tremendous intelligence processing capabilities. And I do think that that in turn will disrupt every industry, not just IT, and the way digital products are conceived or are designed. Cyber security will be redefined, in my opinion, and doing transaction online will evolve into a brand new generation. We just have to figure out how to have these cost-effective commercial computers ready maybe in the next decade or two. I think the other technology that I am most excited about, or rather a combination of technologies, is what I like to call immersive digital twins, where we can have interactive digital copies or twins of real life objects that are fully connected to the cloud, where each object represents itself in terms of data and functions. And for us as human beings, the ability to interact with that object remotely via channels like virtual reality, augmented realities. One of my favorite use cases that I've investigated in the past, but we couldn't bring it to fruition because of the cost of the technology today, is the ability to remotely access or attend Premier League game,
Yeah.
sitting from your couch, hearing your wearing your VR set
Yes.
and feeling like if you are in the stadium.
Yes.
But for now, I would say, to be realistic, we are happy with the work that we're doing with Internet of Things, blockchain, and machine learning, and there are real applicable use cases that are viable for businesses and for consumers. And we hope that within the next 3 or 5 years, we will see a new form of smart cities and new ways to trade globally, for example.
Brilliant. All right, that is super interesting, especially the quantum computing part. And yeah, when we have VR that will, connect to the real world. Like I heard an example the other day in terms of surgery. So a surgeon not being able to be in the hospital, but putting on a headset, doing the surgery, and then that connecting to the actual robotics in the real world. It's super fascinating and definitely something to watch out for. Brilliant. So thank you so much, Moustafa, for your time and your insights and ideas. And thank you everybody else for watching this as well. Obviously, please click follow for more podcast videos like this. And don't forget to like and comment and share to help with the algorithm. Brilliant. Well, thank you guys and see you next time.
Thank you very much, Alfie. Bye-bye.